They say there's a secret in the book, Think and Grow Rich. A secret Napoleon Hill never fully wrote down. They say only a few ever truly understand it, and even fewer become billionaires because of it. Jordan grew up in the South Side of Chicago. Not the worst part, but far from easy. His mom worked 2 jobs, nurse by day, cleaning offices at night. His dad, gone since he was 7. By 24, Jordan was like a lot of people working a job he didn't like watching. Others get rich on social media and wondering why his life felt stuck. Every morning, he rode the train downtown. Suit and tie, headphones in. But behind the clean shirt was a storm. Inside, he felt invisible. Like no one saw what he was capable of, and worse, he was starting to doubt it himself. Bills, rent, rejections. It felt like the world was one big no. And honestly, Jordan was tired, but one rainy evening that changed. Jordan didn't even plan to go inside. He was walking home when he ducked into a small used bookstore to avoid the storm. The bell above the door jingled. No one was. Inside, just rows of old books and the quiet smell of dust. He wasn't looking for anything. He just wanted to feel dry. Then, on a low wooden shelf, a faded book caught his eye. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He almost rolled his eyes. He'd seen it before, thought it was another get-rich-quick hype. But something made him pick it up, inside the front. Cover, scribbled in pencil, were 7 words that stopped him cold. The secret is between the lines. Look deeper.
Oh.
Jordan didn't know who wrote it, but those words, it felt like they were meant for him that night. Jordan read until 2 a.m. Desire, faith, imagination. Hill's words were old, yes, but sharp, precise. And then Jordan saw it. The secret Hill kept mentioning wasn't a formula. It wasn't about working harder. It wasn't about wishing for money. It was belief. Not just thinking you could succeed, but knowing in your bones that your thoughts shape reality. That your mind isn't just part of your journey, it creates the journey. Jordan sat in silence. He'd heard motivational quotes before, but this hit different. He realized something. He'd been waiting his whole life for someone to give him permission, to say you're ready, to say you're good enough. But now he saw it. The only person who needed to believe in his dream was him. So he got up, walked to his mirror, and wrote in black marker, "I will be a billionaire, no matter what." For the first time, he wasn't just dreaming. He was declaring. The next morning, Jordan woke up with a decision, a bold one. He quit his job, no backup, no savings, just belief and a problem to solve. You see, Jordan had always been passionate about financial literacy. He'd seen his mom struggle, neighbors trapped in debt, friends with talent but no clue how to build wealth. So he thought, what if he built something, a platform, an app, a tool, something that could teach people what school never did. He had no degree in tech, no investors, no office. Just a public library card and WI-FE. Every day he studied design, marketing, code, and every night he repeated the same line. Thoughts are things. I will be a billionaire. Not everyone believed in him. His friends thought he lost it. His aunt offered to help him get his old job back. People laughed when he said billionaire. You mean millionaire? One friend joked, but Jordan didn't laugh, because deep down, he wasn't trying to prove them wrong. He was trying to prove himself right. Still, doubt showed up, like it always does. On the days when no one replied to his emails. When his code crashed, when his bank account dipped below $10, he cried once alone in a train station bathroom. He questioned everything, even thought about quitting. But he didn't. He opened Think and Grow Rich again, Hill's words reminded him. Every failure carries with it the seed of an equal or greater success. So Jordan wiped his tears, and he got back to work. 3 months later, Jordan launched his prototype. You don't become a billionaire by chance. You become one the moment you think like one. Not in your bank account, but in your mind. 6 months after launching his app StackUp, Jordan's life looked unrecognizable. He had investors now. Real, Ones, a $250,000 seed round from a social impact firm. An office. A team. Even an assistant named Kayla who kept him sane. But here's the truth most people don't see. Success doesn't make life easier. It makes everything louder. Deadlines, pressure, people watching. And with every win came a new fear. What if I lose it all? I remembered reading Hill's chapter on fear. How fear, especially of poverty and failure, is the prison most people never break out of. Jordan fought it every morning. He wrote affirmations. He visualized success. He kept that old copy of Think and Grow Rich in his backpack like armor. Because even though the money had started flowing, his mind still had scars. Then came the offer. A major education tech company worth over $4 billion reached out. They loved StackUp, wanted to buy it, wanted Jordan to join their executive team. The number on the table, $15 million, more than Jordan had ever imagined. He could pay off every debt, buy his mama house, walk away with generational wealth. Everyone told him to take it, but something felt wrong. He couldn't stop thinking about why he started. This app wasn't just a product, it was his purpose. And deep down, Jordan knew. If he sold now, he'd be giving up more than ownership. He'd be giving up his mission. He opened Think and Grow Rich again. Reread the part about desire backed by faith, about how true wealth isn't measured in cash but in control. That night, he didn't sleep. By morning, he made the hardest decision of his life. He said no. 3 months after turning down the deal, things took a turn. Downloads slowed. A bug caused the app to crash in schools. One of his investors pulled out. Worse, a media blog accused Jordan of stealing his idea from another startup. It wasn't true, but it spread. Fast, suddenly the money stopped. The team shrank. The dream felt like it was dying. For 2 days, Jordan stayed in his apartment. Lights off, phone silent. That voice, the one we all have started, whispering, "You should have taken the money. You're not built for this. You're done." He stared at the mirror, the one he wrote on months ago. The words were still there, but faded. "I will be a billionaire, no matter what." And he realized, this wasn't failure. This was the test. Jordan called his mom. He didn't tell her everything, but she heard it in his voice. She said one thing that brought him back to center: you believed in yourself when you had nothing. Now you have something, and you're doubting. Boy, don't you dare stop now. That same night, Jordan went for a walk. It was cold, quiet. He passed by that bookstore, the one where it all began. It was closed, but he stood outside for a long time. He remembered Hill's line. There is no such thing as something for nothing. He had wanted greatness.
Okay.
The price, so he made a vow. If I lose everything, I'll build again. If I fall, I'll rise. This isn't about the app, and it's about the man I'm becoming. Jordan got back to work. He rebuilt his team. Smaller, tighter. He rewrote code himself, pulling 18-hour days. He launched a free version of the app, one that went viral in communities. He stopped chasing investors. He started chasing impact. Went to schools in person, talked to students, took notes, listened. Slowly, StackUp came alive again. The press returned, this time with love. The company didn't explode overnight, but it grew, steady, strong, solid. And Jordan grew too. He was no longer just the dreamer in the mirror. Was a builder now, a leader. A fire that couldn't be put out. 2 years after turning down the buyout, Jordan's company hit its first 1 million users. Partnerships rolled in, government grants, nonprofits, even international schools. A documentary was made about his journey. And in it, someone asked him, "Was it the app that made you rich?" It had been nearly 5 years since Jordan picked up that tattered book in a bookstore. It's 5 years since he wrote on a mirror that he would be a billionaire. Now, stood backstage at a global summit in Dubai. Next to him was a nameplate. Jordan Reese, founder of StackUp, billionaire entrepreneur, educator, visionary. He wore no suit, just a black hoodie and the same sneakers he wore in his broke days. But the difference? Now the world listened when he spoke. A quiet voice came in his earpiece. "You're on in 3, 2." He stepped out to applause, not for fame, not for ego, but because he had something to give, something bigger than money. Jordan looked out at thousands of faces, young people, dreamers, builders, strugglers. He told them the truth. I didn't build an app. I built a belief. Money. I chased purpose, and the money chased me. He shared the three things that changed his life. Definiteness of purpose. He explained how most people don't fail because they aren't talented. They fail because they don't decide. You can't grow rich if you don't know what you want. Faith backed by action. He told them about writing on his mirror, backing it up by quitting his job, risking everything. You don't get rewarded for belief until you put it on the line. Persistence through pain. He reminded them that setbacks aren't signs to stop. They're the dues you pay to become the person who deserves success. If you want $1 billion, he said, you better build the brain, the spine, and the soul to carry it. There was no flashy pitch, just a moment of quiet. And in that silence, lives began to change. Scene 3. The student with the question after his speech. Jordan met hundreds of people, but one teenager stood out. Her name was Leela, 17, skinny, fierce eyes. She waited 2 hours just to ask him one question. How do you believe in yourself when no one else does? Jordan didn't answer right away. He sat down across from her, looked her in the eye. You start with one thought. One, you write it down. You say it every day, and you act like it's already real. Even when you're scared, especially when you're scared. Lila looked down. But what if I fail? Jordan smiled. You will fail. But that doesn't mean you're finished. It means you're becoming. He pulled something from his backpack. His original, torn-up copy of Think and Grow Rich, the one with the pencil note inside. He handed it to her. This helped me believe in myself. Now it's your turn, Lila cried. Jordan did too, because this was the real treasure. Jordan never built a private island. He didn't buy 10 cars. He didn't vanish into luxury. Instead, he built schools, funded startups, launched a foundation that gives free mentorship and seed money to teenagers. With big dreams, he still reads that mirror message every January 1st. I will be a billionaire. No matter what. But now he adds a second line below it, so I can help 1 million others believe. Jordan discovered the deepest truth in Think and Grow Rich. Wealth is a byproduct. Purpose is the path and the mind. Oh. I ask you to picture something. Imagine you're standing in front of your own mirror tonight. No noise, no excuses. Will you dare to declare who you want to become? Will you speak a truth your future self needs you to believe now? You don't need money to start. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need permission. You need one thought, one decision, one line between who you are and who you choose. To be, because that's the secret, the one Hill never wrote down, the one Jordan lived, the one you were meant to carry forward. Think and Grow Rich isn't about money, it's about power. The power to believe, the power to become, the courage to begin. This story was about Jordan, but it's really about you. So what will you write on your mirror tonight?